Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your October 2021 Tarot and Oracle card reading. So as I'm tuning into your energy, the Six of Cups turned out. And this is really interesting because the energy that I was picking up on was reminiscing on the past, which is the Six of Cups. And I kind of feel like there might be some experiences that you have this month that help you to see the past in a different light. You may find that you come across someone, that you meet somebody, or you kind of just hash out good things from the past. Nine of Cups is also a card of joy and happiness and contentment and having some wishes fulfilled as well. So some of you may be feeling like you're in you're just thinking of the past and thinking of like the good old days kind of thing. We have the Five of Pentacles and your general energies for this month, which is a card of feeling like what I'm seeing, like feeling left out or feeling something is not complete. You're not able to feel completely. There's something missing is what I'm sensing. You're not fully happy with something. So it's kind of like a double, like there's a couple of different things that are going on for you. I feel like there's some maybe experiences where it brings up good memories. You may find that you reconnect is the word I'm looking for. Reconnect with childhood friends, reconnect with just people from the past, and it's bringing up these really good memories. But then at the same time, you also have some other stuff going on in your life where you may you're trying to figure out how to figure something out is what I'm seeing. Like there might be some kind of such a sticky situation that you're trying to work around. And something where it kind of really makes you feel like no one is really understanding where you're coming from, or no one really gets how something feels for you, is what I'm sensing. And then what I'm also sensing here is that something coming to light. With the Seven of Swords and the Judgment card in your past position, there might be someone from your past who has been quite selfish, who has been quite manipulative. Someone who doesn't really think about anyone but themselves is coming to light. So you're maybe seeing someone for who they really are. There's also this other thing where I was seeing you're thinking of the past and you're seeing it from a different perspective. So you might find that someone from the past, you didn't notice it back then, but now you're noticing it. Something like that with another person. So something coming to light here. So I have the Hierophant coming up for you in the future. So your present emotions for Gemini. Tired. I heard tired. You have the Ten of Swords here. In your present emotions, I kind of feel like you're tired of something. Something you're tired of. Exhausted. Like you can't do it anymore. Outside influences, please. Okay, a new solution to something. Oh, I kept also hearing novel idea. So Gemini, you may come across like a unique or novel idea on how to go about a situation. I kept hearing those words, novel idea, novel idea. I don't know how I forgot to mention that when I started the video. So Ace of Wands is a novel idea. It's like, an inspiration or a spark. It's also potential for a new path. So some of you may be embarking on a new path, and that's really interesting because we are at the Ten of Swords in the present emotions and your environmental spirits. Like there's one door closing and another opening, and you're kind of like in between both. There's something that you're straddling, is what it feels like. You're kind of transitioning from one place to the next here. Hopes, dreams, and desires. Okay, so maybe there's a new relationship here. Final outcome for Gemini. Ooh, interesting. Star. Okay. Yeah. So there's something kind of being illuminated, something coming to light. The Star card is also wishes fulfilled. It's also it's a card of hope. There's also some clarity on a situation. So it kind of feels like something is being revealed. Something is, like your perspective, like a new perspective is changing. How you see something is changing as well. Like you're changing maybe some outdated beliefs. Maybe there's some beliefs that it's changing your mind about something. Okay, 6 of Cups. Oh, interesting. It's this one, yes. 6 of Wands. Yeah, and 6 of Wands is victory. So you have the 6 of Cups, 9 of Cups, and the 6 of Wands. Let's take a look at this. So you have 2 sixes. It kind of feels like there is some kind of reconnection with someone from the past, or there's a relationship, like a friendship is what I'm saying. It could be like a friendship or reconnection, some kind of heartfelt relationship with someone that feels like a reconnection. Like it feels like something that was long lost and or like unrequited almost. But it doesn't necessarily have to be love. It just can feel like it's like the old days kind of thing. And that's something that feels like it's completing some kind of cycle, or it is completing something that has felt like it's been missing within you, or something that has felt like it's, something that you've always had on your mind, or you can never really quite figure out, or you never really had closure with. And I'm kind of sensing that there's like a reconciliation, or a bringing something to a close, or you can finally let something go or put something down. That's the energy that I'm sensing. So however that applies to you will be different. But that's the energy that I'm sensing here. Okay, what do we need to know about the 5 of Pentacles for Gemini for October 2021? Why is the 5 of Pentacles? Yeah. Okay, so what I'm kind of seeing here is actually someone could be a couple, or it could be like some kind of dynamic where the priorities are different. So it's like one person wants to invest in something and another person wants to invest in something else. And it could be like if you're married, for example, there is a feeling of not being seen or understood, like really feeling like your words are just falling on deaf ears. And there could be some kind of controlling dynamic there where you're feeling like you can't really get through to somebody. Yeah, there's like, and it could be causing some confusion. Actually, with the Hanged Man, what I'm sensing is confusion. A lot of times Hanged Man is feeling like stopped or blocked, or like this is not the time to move forward or go forward. So it feels like, there might be something that you're wanting to do or that you're wanting to accomplish, and you're being blocked for some reason. Like you're being delayed. So you may be experiencing some delays in some of the projects or some of the things that you want to accomplish here. Yeah. Okay. So be wary of that in October, that if there's some plans that you're trying to make, you may experience some delays or setbacks, or just, it not kind of just being like, not right now. Maybe this is not the time right now. And it may cause you to feel a bit like, it could be something that you've been waiting for a long time for, something you're really wanting to do. And it could be something where it's just, there's a bit of frustration there from not being able to accomplish this one thing that you're setting out to do. Okay, 7 of Swords. And I'm also hearing the word cooperation. Like there's not a cooperation from, either from spirit, from the universe, or from like the people in your life. There's something not working with you on it. Okay, 7 of Swords. What does Gemini need to know about the 7 of Swords here? Okay, so we got 3 cards here. We have the Page of Swords, the 8 of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. So it kind of feels like there's some clarity on a situation who kind of shows up as the Seven of Swords. There could be someone who, you're realizing who they really are, like they're, someone's mask is coming off, their intentions are being revealed. And it can also be changing the dynamic of a specific relationship with that person. Eight of Wands is often Eight of Wands is like something coming in really, really fast, something really, really quickly. And I kind of feel like there's some kind of it could be like a sudden realization about someone who is a Seven of Swords. So someone who's like selfish, someone who likes to kind of hoard or keep things for themselves or take what they need and they kind of get away. Not really like considering how it affects other people. So there could be some kind of information or sudden realization that comes in for you about a certain person, or this could be something that already happened since this is in your past position, actually. So this could be something that recently happened where you realized maybe the real character of a person in your life or the truth or reality of something. And that could have really changed the trajectory of, the path going forward. It could have changed how you are responding, or you might have had to adjust yourself in order to kind of maneuver your way around a specific type of dynamic. Let's go into the Judgment. Let's see what the Judgment's about here. Wow, interesting. Death card. So transformation, there could be some kind of truth being revealed or has been revealed, and it could have contributed to some kind of ending to something. So maybe some of you are just coming from a place of realizing or learning the truth about someone. And I kind of feel like it has something to do with the Seven of Swords. It's like this change in trajectory, and especially because you had the Wheel of Fortune. So this is a change. This is a shift in the path. And sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not. So it just depends on what's happening. And I kind of feel like, but what it is, it's change. And I feel like the change is happening because there's something being illuminated. The Judgment card is a card of learning the truth. It's about inner truths, and it's about having those truths be exposed, or speaking your truth, expressing it and being liberated and free from it. And I kind of feel like what I'm hearing is free from living a lie. So it's like, maybe for some of you, it's like there was something that was not really super, maybe you weren't being honest with yourself about a specific situation. And it might have caused like an ending to something. It might have caused being able to be transparent and be vulnerable about something that is authentic or real within you might have caused like an ending to something. I want to pick one more because I'm curious to see what is the outcome of this Judgment and Death. What do we need to know? What does Gemini need to know about the Judgment and Death? Yeah, beautiful. I love that it's an Ace of Pentacles. So it's kind of like it gives you an opportunity to go in search of something that's more real for yourself. And so there's a new beginning here. There's a new beginning in a new life, being able to build something new for yourself, and kind of having that be more in line with who you really are, rather than maybe something that you thought you wanted or something that you thought you were. So I kind of feel like there's something here about starting again. So maybe some of you Geminis are in this process of starting again, and you're coming out of a situation that might have felt toxic, or a situation that might have felt like you were out in the cold, or you didn't have very much support. And it might have caused you to do some soul searching and to, see people for who they really are, or see a specific individual for who they really are. And that might have been important in order for you to make the right choices for yourself moving forward. And now I kind of feel like, Gemini, you're in this place of Ace of Pentacles where you're, there's something here. And I also love you have the Ace of Wands as well in your environmental sphere. So there's some new beginnings here. There's some new, a new path that you're walking on. It could be a new career, a new job. I'm kind of feeling that maybe some of you had to like leave a certain relationship and move, and now you're kind of starting again. But it feels good though. I always like the Ace of Pentacles because there's always, it always shows up when there's a lot of potential there. Yeah, some of you might have gotten a divorce, is what I'm seeing. So the Hierophant is a card of tradition. It's the card of, big, often it's the Pope, right? So it's like, churches, organizations, going through these organizations of authority, like kind of being a part of some kind of group or community, and having them, they are the ones who make the rules and we follow the rules. So it's kind of like doing things by tradition or by the book. And it's really interesting because a lot of times it comes up when there's like legal things that are happening, or it could be divorce, it could be marriages even. I mean, it could go either way. But since we have the Tower card, what I'm seeing is that maybe there is an ending to something. If you're not already getting a divorce, don't worry. I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but it could be something where for some of you have already been experiencing there, you're going through this. And there could be like an ending to something here. There could be something that felt like you thought you were. And again, if you're part of some kind of community or organization, or you're part of something bigger than yourself, there could be like an ending to it, because you're kind of seeing maybe that there was some dishonesty there. There may be something that wasn't sitting quite right with you and you're kind of leaving it. It could even be an outdated belief. It could be like, you might be someone who follows a specific, like a group or, like not be in it, but you follow it. Like you would adhere to their beliefs or their systems or something like that. And you might be noticing the truth about, the reality of the truth behind some of the things that this organization does, and you're finding that it's not entirely honest or truthful, something like that. And then so there's some kind of thing breaking down, and it really kind of feels like a lot of it, for some of you, might be about beliefs. Keep hearing beliefs, so there might be a change in beliefs here. Okay, 10 of Swords. So why does Gemini have the 10 of Swords? What do we need to know about the 10 of Swords? Ten of Swords. What do we need to know about the 10 of Swords? Oh, wow. Interesting. The Hierophant again. Yeah. So there's definitely something ending with, wow. It kind of feels like there was like a lost in trust. Like the trust is gone, or like the credibility of something is gone, is what it feels like. The credibility and trust of something ended. Something that you really believed in, or something that, you really adhered to. Like you were part of something. Yeah. Wow. Interesting. Okay. Ace of Wands here. So what's coming up? Okay. So now okay. So now we're about to set off like on a new path, a new journey. That makes sense. That's why the Ace of Wands is there. Yeah, because you're going through an ending. Yeah, going through an ending for sure. Definitely. Because you have the Death card, the Hanged Man. I think this might be a time for you to kind of just process what's happening around you, or kind of maybe some of the things that are shifting. I think it's, yeah. Ace of Wands here. Yeah, there's definitely a shift. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so there's a new path that's coming up for you. And I feel like this new path is going to bring you a certain sense of harvest. Almost like what I'm seeing is like getting what you are owed, or making up for something. There's like a compensation. There's some kind of compensation that's coming with the Seven of Pentacles. Let me pick one more card here. So for example, for those of you who might be going through that divorce, it could be that you're getting like a large sum of money, or, you're being compensated for something. So I'm hearing compensation with 7 of Pentacles with Ace of Wands. Let me pick out one more here. What else do we need to know for the Ace of Wands? Ooh, okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is a really good card. Then we also have the 5 of Swords. Yeah, so there might have been some kind of deception. There might have been some kind of, it kind of feels like maybe, for example, if those of you who are dealing with separating from someone, then it could be, what I heard with the 5 of Swords was that there could be someone that's trying to keep the money from you. Like someone that's trying to keep this abundance from you. Like kind of by using some kind of like trickery, like some kind of like exploiting your vulnerabilities, or your like playing to your sympathies, or playing to like you're manipulating it in some way with the 5 of Swords. Interesting. Yeah. So you have kind of like a tricky character around you, Gemini, here. So be on guard with that. But there is something that's coming towards you in terms of money. We also have the King. I'm just wanting to see where this is going to go. King of Wands and the 3 of Cups. So I'm seeing that you may have some assistance from some friends, or from like a group of friends. This could have also been like a third party kind of situation that could go either way. Yeah. Okay. So this might have been like a third party situation where there might have been some other people involved in the relationship or something like that. And then the King of Wands, I kind of feel like, Gemini, you're kind of taking control and command over the situation. Like you're trying to do your best in getting the reward that you want. You're trying to get what's owed to you, what you feel like is owed to you. So there's something here about feeling like you want to balance the scales for yourself there. Like this has to be fair. This has to feel fair. Yeah. Okay. Let's keep going here. So in your environmental, or in your hopes, dreams, and desires, we have Page of Cups. What is the Page of Cups about for Gemini? Ooh, the High Priestess. Okay. So this could be that there could be someone that comes in with kind of like someone with like an offer to help is what I'm seeing. Like they are offering their help, but there's something about them that you don't trust. Like very hidden. Yeah, interesting. Okay, so 5 of Wands, and it's like, needing to be strategic and needing to play your cards right. There's a lot of times 5 of Wands is a card of competition. Okay, so someone I've kind of heard someone like trying to make up, or like extending an olive branch, like apologizing or saying sorry or something like that. But there's something that's kind of like not entirely, it's not genuine. Like it doesn't feel genuine. It just feels more like manipulation is what I'm hearing. It was kind of a weird energy. That's why it kind of took me a second to tune into it, because it was a little strange. Okay, and so the Judgment. So it's kind of like you're calling it out, like you're calling out the truth of what it is. And again, we have the Judgment here too. So it's like there's some kind of truth that you are not willing to hide anymore. And there's something that you really want to bring out into the light. And there's something that you're ready to stop lying for someone, is what I'm hearing, is like you might be lying for someone, like to cover them, to help them to look good. And you are just like trying to, you want to come back to yourself, almost like you want to make this right. And yeah, there's something that's kind of like we're trying to balance the scales, is what I'm hearing. Very interesting, Gemini. Some drama going on here. Okay. But I like how we have the star card up here at the final outcome, because this is always the card of hope. It's a card of wishes fulfilled. So I love that it's the final outcome, because that tells me that there's that you might come out on top in this situation. And I really liked how we had the 7 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles for you, because it really feels like there's some kind of abundance that's coming in for you here. You know, something that's something that you're owed. There's a victory. Also, the 6 of Wands is also the card of victory. So yeah, there's some kind of joyous happiness win that's coming in for you, which is very, very positive. So I'm happy to see that. Let's clarify the star here. Patience. Yeah, patience. So the Temperance is a card of patience and card of balance. So balancing out your energies and making sure that you are in alignment with, you know, you're grounded and you're centered, and being able to wait for your ships to come in, kind of thing. So yeah, and then we also have the King of Wands here, you know, which is someone who is very fiery, someone who is charismatic and kind of goes for what they want, and is very enthusiastic in it, you know. So that's like, it kind of feels like you're really you're willing to fight for what's right for you, Gemini. It feels like you are ready to you know, stand up for what you believe in. You're ready to kind of take back your power. You're not going to let people just like walk all over you, is what I'm seeing. You are ready to just kind of like take what you're owed and, you know, try to make this right for yourself. You're not going to just let people do anything to you here. Okay, what's Gemini's guidance card for this month? Action. Beautiful. Yeah. So you're really taking some progressive action forward. You're going to do something about it. You know, they're not going to just sit on the sidelines and just let it happen. I see you being very productive, and you're really going forward for the things that you want. So I think that's going to be very important this month. I think that's going to serve you really well. I think that people are going to notice how determined you are, and it's going to play out really well for you. Yeah, it's like you're not playing the victim, you know, you're not playing the victim. You're not going to just you're not going to let this get you down. You're going to use it to fire you up, and you're going to use it to win, which is really powerful. Like you're empowered, actually, even though there's like, maybe there's some, you know, stuff going on around you. It's like you're really empowered here. Compassion. The vibration of compassion shines through my every cell. Yeah, you're really in a place of power here. I love that. Compassion is a very powerful thing to be, especially when we're faced with challenges, you know, to be able to soften and to be able to not really like or react, and more like be in more of a responsive space is going to be really, really good. I think that's going to be important for you, Gemini. Love that. Okay, so what is Gemini's challenge for this month? What is Gemini being challenged with for the month of October? Taking risks. Yeah, so going out on a limb, trying something new, and, you know, so what I'm hearing is that there may be some people that suggest something. For example, if you're someone who is going through a divorce and you have a lawyer and he's like suggesting something unique or different, or something that kind of like, let's just go on a limb and just try this one thing and see if it works. It kind of feels like that may be something that really kind of sets you, like it may make you uncomfortable. Like you're not really sure if you want to go that route. Well, let's see what we have coming up for you. Let's see what's good. What can Gemini look forward to? New beginnings. Beautiful. Yeah, you do have a lot of new beginnings. This is really, really, really gorgeous. I love it. I think that, you're like in between like you're in this transition phase. I really feel like there's something that's really major that just has ended for you, and you're ready to kind of, and maybe not even ready, but you're kind of being asked to have this new chapter in your life, and you're kind of navigating that. But I really it almost kind of feels like you're free as well. Like, even though there might be some like drama going on around you, it kind of feels like you're mentally free though, which is what I'm seeing with the Page of Swords here. There's a clarity to your situation. It's like you're not in the fog anymore. You're not guessing anymore. You're not trying to figure out what's going on anymore. Like, there's no confusion. It kind of feels like you're going into this new chapter with a clear mind, and a clear heart, and a clear conscience as well. So I think that you have like some promising things coming up for you in the future. I think that this is just you're like telling yourself, I just have to kind of get through this space, and then I can just have my new life. Okay, what is Gemini's power animal? Beautiful. Okay. So bringing in some playfulness. And also what I'm hearing is that like there might be where, some situations really do sometimes have to do with perspective, where like the this and that are true is reminding me of like how both sides have a point. Both sides are equally responsible for something, kind of thing. So it's kind of like and maybe that's where the compassion also comes in. I kind of feel like these two cards need to kind of go together here. We can kind of see the other person's perspective, like we can see where they're coming from, or we can see, or they can see where we're coming from, that kind of thing. And some issues or situations are so complex that it's like, who do we really blame in all of this? But I really kind of feel like there's something also playful about this energy. I always associate dolphins with this really beautiful, playful energy. And it kind of feels like there is this freedom in this card. Like there's a sense of freedom and a lightness, being able to feel like you can go off and do your own thing now, which is really nice. Okay, so I want to read the message for Dolphin Spirit, actually. I think Spirit is telling me to read message for you here. Okay. Dolphin Spirit, like her earthly manifestation, is a reminder of duality. As a dolphin is both mammal and sea creature, so too is Dolphin Spirit, both this and that. Truths coexist. The story you tell and another as well. The duality of life is present when we are suffering, for there is a blessing too in the helpers that appear. Within clouds are silver linings. When we later on reflect what happened, we can see that a situation was both this and that, and a choice led to both joy and sorrow. No relationship is either all good or all bad, and both have qualities of both light and shadow. And I think I remember saying that earlier about, kind of reminiscing on the past and seeing something from another perspective. So anyways, continuing, focusing on the positive, for light exists along this darkness. Dolphin Spirit calls for you to come up from below and enjoy a weightless moment in the sun as you dive in and out of this and that, accepting and even enjoying the duality of life. Why not join Dolphin Spirit in acknowledging and affirming the blessings present in the moment? In all areas of your life, there are aspects of both this and that. Today, you can celebrate this fact and recognize the complexity and the beauty of the fabric of the universe. You are at a place right now where your past self is still present as you move toward the new self you are becoming. Aspects of both selves are present, so even if you want to say goodbye to what was, you are required to find solace in this between time. Today is not a day to choose one over another either, but rather to accept things as they are without judgment or resistance. Even in matters of the heart, duality is present. Your next action will be obvious when you drop your bias and see things as a whole. Really beautiful. I love that. So I think that this month is going to be about kind of finding some kind of common ground and a place for you also to feel like you can finally move on from something, or you can move forward, or you can let something go. So it's an interesting month for you, Gemini, and it's a mixed bag almost, I would say. It's like some things you need to that you're going to be confronted with, but at the same time, confronting with them brings a sense of joy and happiness and freedom for you as well. So really cool. All right, Gemini, I wish you the best of luck this month. I will see you for November. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye, Gemini.